Charles. I finished doing the water pump about 2 weeks ago. I updated my car from MSD 9 to MSD V10. And for some reason, as I was driving today, I got my car was overheating. So it took me a good 45 minutes to get home because I had to shut the car off, turn it back on, shut it off, turn it back on. And then now I'm checking and I have more than enough coolant, as you could see. And what I'm thinking is either the pump completely gave out, is not working, or maybe it's a connection that came loose. I'm not sure. It was working for about 3 weeks fine. Or from what I was researching, the battery terminal. You have to remove the battery and look at where the battery connects the terminal of the car. And sometimes that gets rusted out. And I'm gonna check that in the morning. Right now it's like 11 o'clock at night. I got home at like 10 something. I want the engine to cool off so I could see if there's any coolant in there if I was spilling anything, but I don't see that at all. So in the morning I'm gonna check that back battery. If not, then the pump is bad. Also guys, I tried the bleeding process and it didn't turn on at all. You could hear the fan running for the heat, but the bleeding process is not turning on at all. So as you guys can see, everything is on the highest setting. It's on low. Put my foot down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The pump doesn't come on at all. So, like I said, I'm gonna try this again in the morning and see what happens. I don't think it's the pump for some reason. I'm gonna check the battery terminal tomorrow. I'm gonna take the battery out and look the connection between the terminal, because I said if sometimes people say that rust is out, and that could give you, a bad issue with the pump. So let's see. All right, I checked the battery with the multimeter. I put a red on here and the black on there. It came back as 12.4 and sometimes 12.2. I checked this one also. This came back 12.2. I took this cover off and this came back 12.2, sometimes 12.3, because this here sends signal all the way down there for the impulses. So there is juice that goes through here, that goes to 2 terminals down below. Check those to see if there's any rust or if they're connected properly. Sometimes that may be an issue of you getting a signal. But also on these here, when you take out the red, there's a silver panel. There's a panel right here underneath my finger. Check that one and check this one. You'll see the silver panel disconnected to, and those should all read 12 volts also. There's fuses in there. So one of the things I did check is the fuse box, which is back here. If you take out all these things and then you take out these 2 screws in the back, you see the fuse box. I checked practically all the fuses that was back there that's associated with the engine, and they all came back good. I used the multimeter, which I purchased for like 20 bucks at Harbor Freight. Don't get the $7 one because they say that it works okay, but it's not that great. I checked the fuses that was in where the computer is. And for the 335E90 2010, it doesn't look like the other ones. There's really only one fuse in there. I think I took a picture of it. If I did, I'll put it right now, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. And it's right here underneath this. I don't want to remove the box again, but it's a 50. It's a 50 and it came out fine. Hey guys, I think I finally found the issue. It's this here. This wasn't sitting all the way flat against the water pump. So this inline piece here was, I have to say, hold on. Okay, this would be better for me to explain it. Okay, if you could see this here. Okay, this inline piece was over here. So when I went to take it out, it came out very easily. And I was like, you know what? That must have been the issue of them saying, or I should say the ECU saying that, or the DME saying that I did not have a pump. It says pump missing. So when I went for the drive and I was hitting high speeds, it probably backed out more than it was prior. So now I pushed it in all the way. I cleaned it, pushed it in all the way, and it clicked. And I was like, oh shoot, maybe I didn't push this in all the way. So, all right, let's hope that cleared everything. Okay. All right, just to show you guys, this is after I put the connector in. All right, there's no codes, nothing at all. Scan it again. There's no codes at all. And everything is working great. So overall, like I said before, it was that connector. Make sure it's all the way in. Make sure it doesn't only click, but you push it all the way in. And also on the connector, there was a little bit of debris, like some, I would say, some antifreeze coolant spilled on it. So when the antifreeze coolant spilled on it and it's slowly making its way out, that coolant can make its way into the connector. And when that connector gets wet or dirty and it's not making a solid connection, there you go. That's when you're gonna get the code. So guys, yes, it could be your fuse. Yes, it could be your battery if it's not getting a volt, but make sure the connector on the water pump is connected properly all the way in. It's even on the thermostat. If not, you will get a code 2E83, 2E84, and 2E85. Any one of those, any combination of those, that's what you'll receive. So I hope this helped you out, guys. This is Drift Virals. We're out. And like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Just in case it was the battery, I am putting the car on a battery charger now because I did a lot of other things that kept the battery in usage while the car was off. So I am gonna charge the battery. It does say 100%, which is pretty cool, but I'm gonna leave it there overnight. But charge your battery just in case you're not getting the 12 volt. Charge the battery, so at least you could get close to 12 volt. That would be good. All right, so that would help situation. If you do have that issue, charging the battery does help with getting the pump start up again. Also, the pump did not do a bleed cycle when I put the battery in. So I started the car, and then I noticed I put my hand on the pump, and then the pump started working. I didn't have to do a bleed cycle. Okay guys, I came back from a drive, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And everything is looking good now with the pump. As I said earlier, I got the 2E84 2E84 and 2E85, 2E83 cold on the pump, and I happened to fix it. As you guys can see, the temperature gauge is all the way up. It's been steady, hasn't gone up and down. All system is okay, and I believe it's a fix. Also, I wouldn't panic with a lot of the forums. I would ask some questions. I would also ask people on YouTube. I mean, they're, hopefully they will answer you back. I answer everything back. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer you back. So overall, just, enjoy the car, and make sure the connector is pushed in all the way. Make sure it's sitting all the way flat. If not, even if it clicks, if it's not sitting all the way flat, what happens is any type of movement of your car is gonna shake its way out. What I think happened with me was that the connector was not all the way in, so when I picked up speed, it made its way out, and a little bit I would say like the connector wasn't touching like fully. So then, because it wasn't touching fully, I got the water pump overheating, and then the car overheated with me, so I had to pull over and then start again, pull over, start again. It took me like an hour to get home, something that would take me maybe like 15 minutes and stuff, and luckily somebody helped me push the car and I got it home. But it took me almost 2 days to find out what this was about. So if anything, just hit me up if you have any questions. My name is Drip Virals, and like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.